Hi, I'm Caitlin Gordon from EMC's Data Protection and Availability Division. Today I'm really excited to introduce you to EMC ProtectPoint, a brand new data protection offering from EMC. First, to set the context, let's take a step back and review the challenges that ProtectPoint was built to address. Unfortunately today, many customers like yourself are still having trouble meeting data protection requirements, especially when it comes to mission-critical applications and databases like Oracle. With exponential data growth alongside increasingly stringent SLAs, you may be finding that traditional backup solutions simply cannot keep up. Often, this leads you to turn to leveraging snapshots to meet these SLAs, which unfortunately doesn't meet all your requirements either. When we look at this challenge in the context of the data protection continuum, what we see is that there's a point between what snapshots provide and what a backup provides that you're seeking. Ideally, you want the performance of snapshots, but with the functionality of backups. That's why EMC is so excited to introduce EMC ProtectPoint, an industry-first data protection solution that integrates primary storage and industry-leading protection storage, initially VMAX 3 and data domain systems, to eliminate your backup impact on application servers, gain faster backup and recovery to meet application protection SLAs, and reduce your overall cost and complexity by eliminating excess infrastructure, including a traditional backup application. At a high level, this is how EMC ProtectPoint works to back up directly from primary storage to data domain. First, an application owner, like an Oracle DBA, will trigger a backup at an application consistent checkpoint. This pauses the application momentarily simply to mark that point in time. Then, the primary storage, which has been tracking those changes since the last backup, will send only the change blocks directly to data domain over fiber channel. Finally, the data domain system will ingest and dedupe those blocks and use them to create a full backup every time, which enables greatly simplified recovery. Now let's take a look at how recovery works with ProtectPoint. First, we'll review a full recovery, which will be recovering an entire LUN. First, the application owner will trigger the recovery. Then the primary storage reads the backup image from the data domain system and pulls it back over the network, at which point the primary storage will replace the appropriate production LUN with the recovered copy. In comparison, here's how a granular recovery works. Now, for an Oracle database environment, this might be recovering a specific database, table, or record, as opposed to the entire LUN. So first, the application owner, DBA, triggers the recovery. Then, the primary storage will connect to the backup image on the data domain. This gives the DBA instant access to the protected data, which will still be on the data domain, but will appear like it's on primary storage. At this point, the app owner can recover the specific object she desires to the production database. EMC ProtectPoint provides the best of both worlds data protection. Specifically, the benefits of backup from EMC, which include cost-effective retention with data domain deduplication that reduces backup storage requirements by 10 to 30 times, corruption protection that ensures data remains recoverable via the data domain, data and vulnerability architecture, native application integration with agents that empower app owners and DBAs to control their own backup and gain application-consistent backups for simplified recovery, as well as catalog and policy management. However, snapshots provide a couple things that backup cannot, specifically an RPO of minutes or hours and minimal RTO. And EMC ProtectPoint provides all of these benefits to provide the functionality of backup with the performance of snapshots. Overall, with EMC ProtectPoint, you can reduce the time, cost, and complexity of managing application backups. First, you will eliminate the backup impact on the application server with non-intrusive data protection. since no data will flow through the application server and the application will only be momentarily paused for a backup. This ensures you will maintain consistent application performance, but still gain application-consistent backups for simple recovery. Next, you'll be able to meet stringent protection SLAs without sacrificing anything. Since only changed blocks are sent directly across the network and all backups are stored in native formats, you'll gain much faster backup, faster recovery, and instant access to protected data for simplified granular recovery. Finally, you'll be able to do all of this with a greatly streamlined infrastructure, overall reducing your cost and complexity. EMC ProtectPoint is simple and efficient and requires no additional infrastructure. To wrap up, when we look at the data protection continuum, EMC ProtectPoint provides non-intrusive data protection that bridges the gap to give you the performance of snapshots with the functionality of backup. To learn more about ProtectPoint, visit emc.com/ProtectPoint.